AC companies hate this because it works in under 10 minutes. What if I told you that one of the most effective ways to make your home feel up to 15 degrees cooler this summer doesn't require a new air conditioner, expensive renovations, or a huge electricity bill? And what if I told you it costs less than $9? Here's the crazy part. Millions of Americans are blasting their AC units day and night, watching their energy bills skyrocket, while the real problem is happening right next to them: their windows. In fact, during a hot summer afternoon, a single sun-facing window can turn your home into a giant greenhouse, trapping heat and forcing your AC to work overtime. But there's a simple trick that takes less than 10 minutes to set up, a trick so cheap that most people ignore it. Yet homeowners who use it often notice an immediate difference: cooler rooms, lower electricity bills, less strain on their AC, and a much more comfortable home. Today we're breaking down the famous $9 window trick, how it works, and why most people still don't know about it. Because once you see the science behind this simple hack, you'll never look at your windows the same way again. Let's get into it. The real reason your house gets so hot. Most people think summer heat enters through walls. Some blame their roof. Others assume their air conditioner isn't powerful enough. But according to energy experts, windows are often the biggest culprit. Think about what happens when sunlight hits your home. The sun sends massive amounts of energy through glass. Unlike insulated walls, glass does a terrible job of blocking heat. Sunlight passes through. Your furniture absorbs it. Your floors absorb it. Your walls absorb it. Then all that energy gets released back into the room as heat. Now your home becomes a giant oven. It's exactly the same effect that makes the inside of a parked car feel unbearable after sitting in the sun. The temperature outside might be 90 degrees. But inside the car, it can easily exceed 130 degrees. Your home experiences the same process, just on a larger scale. And the worst part? Most people try to solve the problem after the heat has already entered. That's like trying to stop a flood after the water's already inside your house. The smart move is preventing the heat from entering in the first place. And that's where the famous window trick comes in. The $9 solution. So what exactly is this mysterious trick? Reflective window film. That's it. A simple reflective film that attaches directly to your windows. You can find basic versions online or in hardware stores for around $9 to $15. At first glance, it doesn't look impressive. No motors, no electronics, no fancy technology, just a thin sheet. But this sheet changes everything. Instead of allowing sunlight to pour into your home, reflective film bounces a large portion of solar energy back outside. Think of it like sunscreen for your house. When sunlight hits the film, much of the heat never makes it through the glass. That means less heat entering the room, less work for your air conditioner, and cooler indoor temperatures. Some users report rooms feeling dramatically cooler during peak afternoon hours, especially in rooms with large west-facing windows that receive intense afternoon sunlight. And unlike many home improvement projects, installation is surprisingly easy. Many people complete the entire process in under 10 minutes. No contractor, no expensive tools, no construction mess, just a simple DIY upgrade. Why this trick feels like magic. Here's where things get interesting. Most people assume cooling a room requires removing heat, but the secret is stopping heat before it enters. Imagine two buckets. One bucket is constantly filling with water. The other bucket is mostly empty, which is easier to manage. The same principle applies to heat. Every ray of sunlight blocked by reflective film is heat. Your AC never has to fight. That creates a chain reaction. Your AC runs less often. Your electricity usage drops. Your home stays cooler longer. And because your system isn't working as hard, it may even last longer. Many homeowners are shocked when they realize the biggest improvement isn't always the temperature itself. It's the comfort. Rooms that once felt stuffy suddenly become usable again. That upstairs bedroom that felt impossible to sleep in, much better. That home office roasting in the afternoon sun, more comfortable. That living room with giant windows no longer feels like a greenhouse. And all because less heat is entering through the glass. The science. Most people never hear about. Here's a fascinating fact. Sunlight contains visible light and infrared radiation. Visible light lets you see. Infrared radiation carries heat. When sunlight enters your home, both come through the window. Reflective films are designed to reduce the amount of infrared heat entering while still allowing useful daylight. This is why many modern office buildings use specialized glass coatings. Look at skyscrapers in major cities. Many of them have shiny reflective windows. And that's not just for appearance, it's for energy efficiency. Building designers learned long ago that controlling solar heat can dramatically reduce cooling costs. The average homeowner simply hasn't adopted the same strategy yet, which is why this trick still feels like a hidden secret. A real-life summer scenario. Picture this. It's July. The forecast says 98 degrees. The sun is blazing. By noon, your living room feels warm. By 3 p.m., it feels uncomfortable. Your AC is running nonstop. You lower the thermostat. Nothing changes. You lower it again. Still uncomfortable. Now your AC is working harder than ever. Your energy bill is climbing. Yet the room still feels hot. Why? Because sunlight keeps pouring through the windows faster than your AC can remove the heat. Now imagine the same room with reflective film installed. The sunlight hits the glass. A significant portion gets reflected away. Less heat enters. Your AC has a much easier job. The room remains noticeably more comfortable. The difference can feel dramatic even when the thermostat setting stays exactly the same. That's why so many people become instant believers after trying it. The biggest mistake people make. Now, here's an important warning. Many homeowners wait until the hottest part of summer before taking action. That's backwards. The best time to prepare for extreme heat is before it arrives. Think about athletes. They don't start training after the championship game begins. They prepare beforehand. Your home works the same way. The earlier you reduce solar heat gain, the easier it becomes to maintain comfortable temperatures all summer long. Another common mistake? People focus entirely on the air conditioner. Bigger AC, stronger AC, new AC. But if heat keeps flooding through your windows, even the best system is fighting an uphill battle. Control the heat source first. Then let your cooling system do its job. Other low-cost upgrades that work. The $90 window trick becomes even more powerful when combined with a few additional strategies. First, close blinds or curtains during peak sunlight hours. Second, use ceiling fans to improve air circulation. Third, avoid running heat-producing appliances during the hottest parts of the day. Fourth, seal air leaks around windows and doors. These small improvements stack together. Each one reduces the amount of heat your home has to handle, and when combined with reflective film, the results can be surprisingly noticeable. Why most people still don't know about it. So if this trick works, why isn't everyone using it? The answer is simple. It's too boring. People love expensive solutions, smart gadgets, high-tech products, complicated systems. A $9 piece of window film doesn't sound exciting. It doesn't feel revolutionary. It doesn't look impressive in advertisements. But sometimes the most effective solutions are also the simplest. And because this trick isn't flashy, millions of people overlook it every single summer. Meanwhile, they continue paying higher cooling costs while their homes absorb unnecessary heat. As temperatures continue rising across America, staying cool is becoming more expensive every year. But the good news is that not every solution requires spending thousands of dollars. Sometimes the smartest upgrade isn't a bigger air conditioner. It's stopping the heat before it enters your home. And that's exactly why the $90 window trick continues to surprise people. It's fast, it's affordable, it's simple. And for many homeowners, it can make a noticeable difference in comfort during the hottest months of the year. So the next time your home starts feeling like an oven, don't just look at your thermostat. Look at your windows. Because the biggest source of heat in your house might be hiding in plain sight. And now that you know the secret, you'll never look at summer sunlight the same way again. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications for more smart home hacks, money-saving tips, and hidden tricks most people never hear about. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.